A special day for New Orleans Archbishop James Checchio as he comes face to face with Pope Leo. Don Trung joins us with details about the meeting.
Well, Meg, Archbishop Checchio traveled to the Vatican to receive what Catholics call a pallium from the Pope. And here's the moment when the Pope placed the pallium on the Archbishop. Checchio is among 54 archbishops who received their pallium from Pope Leo today. So what is a pallium? According to the Archdiocese, it's a band of wool an archbishop wears over his shoulders during special masses. Only an archbishop or the Pope can wear one. Even the wool is special. The Archdiocese says it comes from lambs that have been blessed by the Pope. Archbishop Checchio says receiving the pallium is something he shares with the entire community here in New Orleans.
So it's a great honor for the Archdiocese to receive another pallium for the Archdiocese and a reminder about our special connection, even more special with Pope Leo for us, being with the Holy Father.
The ceremony at St. Peter's Basilica caps off the Archbishop's Vatican visit, which began last week. The Archbishop's mother was with him for the special honor. Checchio is one of 4 American archbishops, appointed in the past year. He's in charge of the Archdiocese of New Orleans as it tries to emerge from a multi-million-dollar bankruptcy.